Good afternoon and welcome to this Friday episode of Dave in the Shed. Today we actually have a train running. This is the backwind cars, or the coal hoppers and the wheat hoppers that we've been looking at and talking about the last week. Well, they're up and running. I charged the remote for the trains and actually have them running around the layout. Now there is a good chance over the course of this video you will see a catastrophic derailment. I've been using the Z21 control system, which is based around Android phones. I'm actually going to have to buy myself sometime soon what they call a Roku mouse, the mouse controller, because I'm finding using the touch screen controller on the phone actually a little bit hard. It's a little bit not the best way to get good smooth train running. Anyway, that's an old Samsung phone running the Z21 software, which is actually controlling this train. So that's how it runs. Any questions? Google Z21. There's heaps of videos on Z21, or you can send a comment and ask me about it. I'm more than happy to talk about the Z21 system and how it works. So there we go. A train running, and B, they are the caricature cars, like the miniature scaled down version of New South Wales Government Railway cars that they used back in the day. CBH or something like that. But anyway, that's my little scaled down version. Some of the other scaled down cars we've done was the TRC and the I think it was an MRC. I've done scaled down versions of those as well. If you'd like to have a go at these cars, let me know. I'm quite happy to share my STL files and my designs and my artwork. I'm just getting a bit of a buzz about taking what was New South Wales cars and then scaling them down to ON3A, or resizing them, because anything that's a model of a New South Wales car is a scale down, isn't it? Anyway, so there you go. Other cars you can see here is the weed sprayer train. There's some fuel tankers up the back. The Garrett sitting here, the flying carrot, he needs a good run. Anyway, so there you go. Train running. Let's go and have a look at what's on the workbench. Next up, as in the small miniature cars, is the they're called, that's the fertiliser version. Over the back is another version. These were called, and I'm not being racist, they were called blacks, because in service they were black. My favourite one is the ACL fertiliser, so I'm going to do a rake of ACL fertiliser cards, so that's them. This week's been an interesting week. I've managed to get some paints arrived, as you saw in the video earlier, and got 1 day of painting in it, and that was it, because the humidity's been through the roof. So we're a bit slowed down by weather this week, but anyway, there we are with the cars. I've also had to do another print run of bogie side frames. We'll have a look at those in a sec. So also, this is the other Puff and Billy car. This is the combined guards van passenger car that that's the first one. Still got to like do windows and glue it down. This is my miniature New South Wales brake van. This one's almost ready to run. I've glued some windows in and done bits and pieces. Got to wait for some bits and pieces for it to finish. Well, really for the glue to dry, and then I'll glue it down to its chassis. There you go. If you'd like to have a go at printing at either of these, the files for these ones are now online. So at the back we are now waiting on bogies. There is another little guards van. There is the combined brake in my sort of like railway colours, the orange and yellow. That one is going to be used in my carriage set. There's another open brake, because I've got one over here, the Mapleton van, but one's in brown, and I thought a yellow and orange one would be nice just to finish the rake off. That's over there. They're based on Queensland narrow gauge cars. So there is another one of those, the Mapleton cars. Also did another Puff and Billy, because the Puff and Billy rake really needs 2 passenger cars in its run, so I thought I did another one of those. Once again, we're still printing parts. I quickly whacked some paint on some of these this morning, but the weather was still not really consistent. With spray painting on the airbrush, you can see that it was done this morning. The paint work is a little bit near the brush, just played around with pressures and paint that, and just there's a bit too much moisture in there to get a good paint coat. Still, anyway, that's what we're up to. Okay, one big exciting news is we've worked out what track components we need for the layout upgrade, so I'll be ordering them this coming week or the next coming week. I've also on Marketplace and contact me. I've got some old carriages I've been sitting on out in the back cupboard, some Barkman ON free stuff I'm going to liquidate, pay for a few coming products. So if you're interested in any of the old Barkman ON free rolling stock, let me go, because I've got a few bits and pieces for sale. Already sold some today. We only put online last night. Sold some stuff and already got that in the post today. And here is a big exciting news up on the display. See if we can get the light in the camera. The Brisbane Drop Centre car. Painted up in the Brisbane colours. All nice Mickey Duck. It does need a little bit of touch on a few bits and pieces. Once again, that's actually weather permitting. There you go. That's the SMS Brisbane paint car kit. And I also did one of the FMs. Since we had the paint, the quality. So I resprayed one of the FM cars. So on the Brisbane tramway display we now have the roll. The light is not good to show you this because the light is steering you through the windows. So we have the roll off the tram. We then have an example of the Brisbane droppie, which the roll is off. And then an example of the Brisbane FM, which is the display. It's an FM type display that we made up. There's a little interpretive display about the roll and where it came from. There's a photo of our tram 255. I've posted all of this stuff online. I suppose if you want to read the story of the tram, you can always pause the video, the tram roll, pause the video and have a look at the data. But yeah, that's our Brisbane tram display. So I'm quite happy with that. That's the big news of the week. I've got some other Brisbane trams and a few of the Sydney trams over there. Got to work out a display system. We're going to have to build a display case here, especially in this area, just for the trams, because everything's everywhere at the moment. But that's sort of like the highlight. Oh, I'm so happy with how that droppie came up. So they're roughly in 1/4 inch scale. They're static displays. I've got to look at that. Because the bogies were glued on the bottom of the Brisbane, I sprayed it. I've got to go and retouch up the bogies because I oversprayed it. They're jobs that can be done soon. This week's been an interesting week. The weather has caused a few delays and bits and pieces. So there we go. Oh look, hasn't derailed yet. I've made a fool out of it. So I'll do a bit of a scan round what's on the workbench. Don't forget, if you want any more information about anything that we're working on, please send me a message. Let me know. I'm on Facebook. I've got emails. I've got bits and pieces. If you're interested in any of the stuff, gladly give away my STL files. If you're really desperate and you wanted me to print some of this stuff for you, wanted me to buy them off me, let me know. Unfortunately, it's not cheap to buy them off me. You're better off finding a mate who can print them for you and get them done that way. But I'll, sounds terrible marketing myself. I'll sell anything to anybody if you really want to have a go. A lot of this stuff hopefully we'll have up and running next week. That'll be the big thing, hopefully. So the plans are coming week is to finish the blacks, get them running. Probably show you that in the video. Hopefully we'll have our little van, guards van running on the series on that. And, all going well, starting to put some paint on some of the Sydney cars that are all sitting here, undercoated, ready to go. Weather permitting. The humidity is the big hassle with laying down really good paint jobs. So they're all sitting here waiting, Sydney cars, waiting for some love. The paint is here, as we saw. So that's it. Have a great week. Take care. Oh, don't forget, if you're in New South Wales, you do have to go and vote tomorrow. Well, you don't have to vote. In New South Wales, by law, you have to have the right to vote, and you represent that you've been given that right to vote by lining up and getting your name marked off. So the law requires you to turn up on the day and get your name marked off. Whether you vote or not, that's up to you. Recommended you do vote, because that's how you get your say, but just remember, you do need to turn up on the day and have it acknowledged that you were given the right to have that vote. Getting all political. So have a great week. Enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Pass this around to your friends. Share it amongst yourselves. A lot of the STL files were uploaded this week. One's marked with 2023. Use the 2023 bogey, which has also been loaded up. If you're interested in the MRC, the TRC, let me know and I'll share all the files. Till we meet again, have a great week. Keep safe. farewell for now from Dave in the shed. Don't forget, if you like anything you see, please comment, let me know. Encourage me to do something stupid or not. Walk away and leave the train running. That'll be just a little added bonus. Train running. Okay, let's walk away and leave that running and see if it'll avail, because I've got one thing quick to tell you. This will finish up the video. Go for a walk in the garden. Back wall needs a bit of a mow, hoping tomorrow if it's dry. This is a bulk lot of bogies waiting for their second coat. Sitting up here, look at this. I've also had to order more couplers this week because I've run out of couplers as well once again, almost. So there you go, that's all the projects that are coming up. Hopefully that'll keep us going for a bit. Well, farewell, talk to you later, bye, have a good week. Be in touch if you need to know any more information. Keep safe, bye for now from Dave in the shed. Hi there, this is Dave. To keep this video active on YouTube, you really do need to subscribe my channel, like this video, and also put a comment down below, because if we don't get enough traffic, YouTube can just make it disappear.